Hi! Today we are going to talk about my hair journey, starting from the ripe age of how old was I? 14 was the first time I was able to make my own personal decision about what goes on with this mom. And that's what we're going to talk about. But while we're talking about that, I'm also going to do my hair. Hair's getting so long. Yay. So it all started when I was 14. It was the end of my 8th grade year. I need y'all to get into the environment, okay? It was hot. It was a coming of age moment. I was going to high school the next year. The brain chemicals were flowing. And I was like, I need to change. Anytime I would get a haircut, it was always with the same lady. To that point, I wasn't able to make really any decisions with my hair. My dad liked our hair long, so we kept our hair long. This was the first time I was able to be like, hey, I want it short, and him actually agree to that. I get my hair cut. And I want to say it was probably like this short, which obviously, as you'll see throughout the story, I've gone shorter than that, but this was a big deal. He also layered it, which at the time I didn't like. In that time of my life, I really hated my curly hair. I thought it was ugly, and I hated how poofy and fluffy and voluminous it was. And I didn't feel pretty with my curly hair. With layers comes volume, comes shape. So in the long run, it made sense that she put layers in my hair, because if I had just cut it short and did a... Come on now. As soon as I had cut it the 8th grade, it would just be like an on and off thing where I would let it grow out to an extreme length, and then I would chop it like before school or something. Once I had cut it my senior year, I don't think I really touched it up until I went to beauty school. My birthday's in February, so I turned 18 while I was still in high school. But when I turned 18, my dad was basically like, well, you can pretty much dye your hair if you want to, because at this point I hadn't been able to dye my hair at all. Like, getting it cut was the only freedom that I had. So when I turned 18, he was like, well, you're 18, I can't really stop you. If you want to dye your hair, you can dye your hair. I wanted to dye it eventually, but now that I had like the choice to dye it, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I think I originally was just gonna dye my hair black because it was a natural color, not super scary, because my natural hair is pretty dark anyway. I decided against dyeing my hair black and didn't really think about dyeing my hair again until I went to beauty school that following November of my 18th birthday. So literally almost a year after I was given the freedom to dye my hair, I didn't dye my hair. I didn't even dye my hair when I got to beauty school. That's just when I really started thinking about it. I had a friend that always convinced me to cut my hair short. And so they had been in beauty school longer than I had. And I was like, you know what? I'll just let them cut my hair, because when I turned 18, my hair like completely changed. Like, I'll show you pictures of what my hair used to look like and then like what it looks like now. My curl pattern got a lot looser, I feel like, and my hair got a lot not thinner. I just don't have as much hair anymore. Like, I know this is a lot of hair, but I used to have a lot of hair. It was really heat damaged. I think my hair was going through a lot of changes because I had turned 18. And then on top of that, I didn't really know how to take care of my hair, so I would put a lot of heat on it and not use any heat protectant whatsoever. I'll just cut it. I think I got, I let them cut a shag on me, which was cool. Miss my shag. Love my shag. Jeez. I think maybe a month after I got the shag cut in, I was like, you know what? I think it's time to dye my hair. I don't want to do black anymore. So I decided to do something a little different. I think I did like a red violet brown. And it was cute. It was definitely a moment. So it was like a very deep plum color. And it was really beautiful. Sometimes in my brain, I'm like, I should just go back to that color because it's darker and it would be a change, but I love my red too much. I did the 4RV for I think the first time around, and I was like, this just isn't too noticeable of a difference for me. Then I started growing out the shag, growing out the color, started going for a more reddish brown, then a violet based reddish brown, and then the fateful day, the biggest mistake that I ever made. I had grown out the shag for a while, and I was like, you know, I kind of want to see how long my hair can get, because it had been a while since I tried to see how long my hair could get without wanting to cut it every year. I should just even it out, so that way when my hair grows out, the shag doesn't grow in different lengths. And so I let my friend cut my hair, and after my hair dried, it shrunk up to my ears. Oh God. Oh Lord. I liked it for 3 seconds, but then after a while, I realized I only liked the way it looked when I had it straightened, because it was really cute straightened, but only really cute straightened when I had makeup on, and I didn't want hair that I only felt pretty with when I had makeup on. I need to think about my hair journey now, because when I was younger, I told myself that when I turned 18 and I could do what I wanted with my hair, I was gonna dye my hair green. And then once it started getting really damaged, I would have just shaved my head. But then I went to beauty school and I became an adult, and I was like, okay, that's not a great idea. Mostly because I'm impatient when it comes to growing my hair, because I feel like I've been growing out my hair. I cut it in June of 2022 when I got my hair cut and it shrunk up to here. It's been like a year and a half. So instead of my hair being right here, it's to like right here, which in retrospect, that's a lot of growth. In my brain, it's been taking forever. But usually when I would grow my hair out after cutting it short, I wouldn't get a haircut ever. And now that I'm like a hairstylist, I'm like, okay, you need to get regular trims to keep it healthy, especially now that I color treat my hair and I lighten my hair. Which brings me to the next step in my hair journey. I decided to do my blonde strip. I'm gonna go blonde after putting like almost a year of red on it. Don't recommend for the week, okay? Because it was a lot. It started out really copper, really warm. I'll put a picture right here. And a video clip if I have one. A lot for me to process, and I had to lift it quite a few times, and I lifted it a second time, and it got very, very blonde, and to the point where it looked really light blonde, like super light blonde. And so then I had red hair with the bright blonde strip in it. Last October, I did my retouch, and I was like, you know what, let's do a copper strip for the fall. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like, this is where I'm at with my hair right now. It's a color depositing copper conditioner, so it like washes out really quickly. I feel like it's already almost all washed out. And now I'm trying to go blonde again, because I looked at a video of my hair from the summer in the pool, this one, and I was like, okay, I gotta go back to blonde. The copper life, it's not for me. It's really not for me. I'm just trying to A, keep my blonde streak as blonde as possible and not have intrusive thoughts about doing different colors on it, and B, try to get it as long as I can. I feel like now that most of my younger years, I say younger like I'm an old lady, from like freshman year to beauty school, I feel like I always just had short hair. And so now when I have short hair, like as a 20, almost 21-year-old, I feel very juvenile. I know that's weird, because it's like when I got my hair cut short the first time in beauty school, I felt like such a woman. I felt older, but now, because I've had short hair so much during that time of my life, now I just want to have it really long, because I'm able to have a cute color like placement, and also I know what layers I'm gonna want, and I know how to style my hair now, so I feel like I can make it feel more like me and less like me at 12 years old having to have my hair long because I had to. That's it for my hair journey. It can only go up from here at this point. I've already been so invested in coloring my hair. obviously, and I've already cut it short enough where I hated it. So there's really no other decision I can make that sucks. Anyway, that's the end of today's video. I hope you guys have been enjoying Vlogmas. I'm sorry I've been doing late uploads. Doing the best that I can. Actually the day that I'm filming this is the day it's being posted. It's like 9:30 p.m. so it's gonna be a late upload again. I'm so sorry, but I have to. It's hard to juggle it with work because I get off so late. But anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow for next Vlogmas, and I hope you're having a good day or night whenever you're watching this. If you're watching this when I upload it, if you're watching this the day after. But I love you guys, and I'll see you later. I'll see you later. Bye.